It was amazing how many times in doing press for other projects, I would be asked about Cloverfield. You know, when's the sequel coming? Are you doing a sequel? What about Cloverfield 2? And we discussed with Matt Reeves and Drew Goddard and Brian Burke, we talked about what a Cloverfield 2 might look like. But the truth is that, you know, the idea's got to be better than the thing people might expect to get. And this is in a world where Cloverfield, you know, has come and gone. And since then, Godzilla has been in the mix, and Pacific Rim has been in the mix. And there have been, you know, a number of movies that have sort of done giant monster, you know, kaiju films. And to do something like that again, it has to be a great reason for it. What we decided as we were working on 10 Cloverfield Lane, which when it came to us was called The Cellar, that movie had so many elements that felt consistent with Cloverfield. There was a sense of humor to it. There were characters that we related to and really liked. There was a kind of DNA that felt like Cloverfield, though it wasn't the same characters, it wasn't the same monster, it wasn't a found footage movie. There were so many things, sort of the Venn diagram of these movies was too obvious. And because it felt that way in-house, we thought, well, there's no reason this can't literally be a Cloverfield movie. So what we thought was, if a Cloverfield sequel wasn't a literal Cloverfield sequel, but rather an original story, and what if the thing that many people are bemoaning, which is, well, how come there aren't enough original stories now being made by major studios? We thought, well, this is actually a great opportunity to allow it to exist in a world where there is a reason for it being a Cloverfield movie. And we have a lot of things that we're working on that are sort of connections, that are sort of in-house ideas. But the idea that this movie would be a kind of sibling to Cloverfield and not a literal continuum was very exciting to us. So we started doing that, you know, work, making connections and adjustments to the story so that it would serve in what we're looking at the sort of Cloverfield universe, or someone said Cloververse, and it really is just it's a way of doing a series of movies that all share a certain kind of connection, and yet not feel like we are simply redoing, revamping, retooling, rebooting, but rather doing something original and hopefully frightening and entertaining.